Hi, I'm Mark Polton. I'm a real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. I'm what you would call a no frills, no thrills real estate investor. If you're looking for someone who's got a Lamborghini or a Ferrari in the background, really nice studio office, or is trying to sell you their $19.95 a month subscription to their newsletter, I'm not that guy. Go check out a different channel. I want to talk to you about mindset and why it's so crucial to success. The reason most people are poor is because they have poor man's thoughts. They have a poor person's mindset. They think like a poor person. If you go and interview rich people, and you go to interview successful people, we'll take Elon Musk. Not my favorite guy, but you can't deny that he's been very successful, albeit on the taxpayer's dime. You go interview Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, even Henry Ford, if you read his old interviews and stuff like that. The way these people think is not the way that poor people think, or even middle class. They look at the world very differently. They have different thoughts, and their thought processes are very different. I spend a lot of time in poor neighborhoods dealing with poor people. Most of our tenants are, except for in our A-class neighborhoods, most of our tenants are probably very poor, probably upper, lower class, lower middle class. Many of them only making $12, $13 an hour. I know that we have a couple that just, they work for Whole Foods, I think, which has just been purchased by Amazon. Amazon gave everybody a raise to $15 an hour, and that fundamentally changed their life. I mean, in a big way. That was a big net gain on them for their income. But, I like to analyze people, and, we get to know them to some degree. I don't recommend you become friends with your tenants. It just doesn't work. Maybe in one particular instance it did. We had a DuPont, one of the DuPont family members rent from us for a little while. I could have been friends with them. Very successful, very smart people, high achievers, and just a good young couple. Let me get back to the subject though, which is your mindset. If you look at most self-improvement books, if you look at most, I don't even like the gurus. I don't believe that they are gurus, but if you look at self-improvement seminars and things like that, the vast majority of it is to get you to change your mindset. Oftentimes, if you want to be rich, you need to think like the rich people, and from there, it's a pretty good start. But if you have a mindset of inequality, if you have a mindset of lack, if you have a mindset of injustice, if you have a mindset that I'm not good enough, all of these are going to work against you, and it's almost like trying to roll a boulder up a mountain. It's possible to do it if you have enough will, and you have enough grit, and you have the strength to do it, but it's a lot easier just to change your mindset. And actually, let me take that back. It is actually not easier to change your mindset. Most people would rather die than change their mindset. Most people are very, very comfortable with their thinking. Anything outside of that thinking, they don't want to do. They won't entertain. Oftentimes, we have friends, acquaintances, absolute strangers that I meet, and they'll be like, "Hey, I want to do what you do," or "Hey, I want to be successful like you," and I'll be like, "Well, read this book. Start thinking like this," and nothing. They won't even attempt to do it. We used to give out Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill to all of our tenants. Guarantee you not a single one of them has read it. I've probably given out 50 books in total. Hardcover, really nice. I mean, it cost me like $12 off of Amazon.com. Not a single one of them has read it. I would even inscribe something into it. And I'm not saying that that book is the be-all, end-all. It's a good start. However, looking back on my life, I've had a poor person's mindset. I had one of injustice, where the world owed me something. I had an entitled mentality. I had at one point in my life, my first wife and I, we had a lack mentality. We embraced the Dave Ramsey system. This is maybe before Dave Ramsey was even around. In which case, we scrimped every single penny and every single dime, and we were actually able to do pretty amazing things. We sold our house up there for over $500,000. It was paid for. We had no debt, and it was pretty amazing. But at the same note, it destroyed my marriage because we didn't do anything. We were always pinching pennies. So most people will tell you that are successful that 80% of it is mindset. You got to get into the right mindset. You have to be aware of what's going on around you. You have to be aware of the thoughts that are in your head. And whenever there's a negative thought or a poor person's thought going through your mind, you got to stop that immediately, and you got to be aware of what's happening. If you're getting butt hurt because a contractor screwed you over, you got to know that that's a poor person's mindset, and then you need to stop it, and you need to take responsibility for that action. So if you're looking to be successful and you're not already successful, then you need to be looking at your thoughts, and you need to be reading books and doing exercises and watching videos on how to change your thought processes, on how to change your mindset, and how to change your relationship with money. Until you do that, it's impossible to become successful. Just pretty much impossible. So, anyways, success is 80% of your mindset, 20% hard work. Of actually doing the labor. Changing your mindset is going to be hard work, trust me. It took me years to change my mindset, and it was for the better. Anyways, I hope you go out there and you live the "you won't stop me" lifestyle, because I can tell you this: you will not stop me. I don't care who comes and takes it all away. I will get it all back and then some. So we're on our way to financial freedom. Almost there, not too far away. Anyways, I wish you success.